Section 2, 2.1 Poem Song of the Open Road. Poet's name Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman. Okay. Short introduction of the poet. Walt Whitman was born on 1819 and died on 1892. He was an American poet, essayist, journalist. Whitman is among most influential poets in American canon and is often called father of free verse. He grew up in Huntington in family with a difficult economic status. His major work, Leaves of Grass, was published in July 1855. His O Captain, My Captain, a poem written on the death of Abraham Lincoln, is widely popular. First paragraph. Walt Whitman was an American poet. He was essayist, journalist of American newspapers. He was called the father of free verse. Means he had written all free verse poem. His famous volume of poem was Leaves of the Grass. The Leaves of the Grass, that volume, was published in America in 1855. His another famous poem was O Captain, My Captain. This poem is based on the lifestyle of the former President Abraham Lincoln. That poem was very popular. Second stanza. The section of the Song of Open Road from Leaves of the Grass is a beautiful blend of self-awareness, free will and tenderness of heart. It gives us a poet's realization that along the journey of life one will face the test of wisdom which not tested in any school or university. In the half paragraph, the writer has explained that the song of open road. The song of open road, this poem, is taken from the poem of Leaves of the Grass. It is adapted from this poem. In the same poem, two important ideas are explained by the poet, that is the free will and tenderness. Free will and tenderness of the heart. Those ideas, very important ideas, explained in the same poem. He also gives stress on poet's awareness about the journey of life. The journey of life and the test of wisdom. The test of wisdom is not tested in any school or in any university. It is a practical thing that we are experiencing or using day-to-day life. The road signifies mobility. One can take road as a point to start over towards something new. Whitman talks about the people and places. He argues against the staying in one place for too long, although the hospitality may be true. In the same poem, he has also explained the information about the road. The road is not making any type of the difference between poor and rich people, because the road is same. Poor and rich, this title is given by us to the people, poor and rich, according to their economic condition. But the poet says that that is not good. He always expects from the young generation, you do not stay in one place for a long time, like a lazy man. So you should be, always keep your condition in a fast mood, in a running mood, then you are really successful person. This is information about the poet Walt Whitman. Stanza number 1. A foot and light hearted, I take to the open road, healthy free world before me. My foot and my light heart, those things are coming together, and they are continuously walking on the same road where the burden is not available. That burden is not available. Burdenless world is always available or standing in front of me. A long brown path before me, leading wherever I choose. I am not taking any type of the burden, so my journey is free journey. So I am master of my own fate. I am master of my own fate, so no one is going to guide me. So I myself guide and take the road that I like to go. Henceforth, I ask not good fortune, I myself am good fortune. I cannot listen any type of the stories related with my luck because I do not believe. I do not believe in luck factor because work is the important thing in my life. Luck is not responsible for my success or failure. So I don't believe in luck. I have decided only to believe in work. And that work is the important thing. Henceforth I have imparted no more postpone, no more need nothing. So I cannot postpone, I cannot neglect anything. I cannot neglect anything because I have decided to progress myself with my own capacity because I am master of my own fate. So I do not neglect any type of the things. Those are troublesome for me. I never say that those things are troublesome. I always positive. So I never take any type of the seriousness in my mind. Done with the indoor complaint, libraries, querulous criticism. And I have decided in mind to forget everything. Forget all the complaints in my home because those complaints are diverting my attention. So those complaints are forgotten by me and only thinking about my life. I only try to forget the criticism of life because bad people are always making fun of me. They're criticizing on me. I do not listen any type of the criticism because I have decided to cross the road that I have fixed in my mind, and that is my responsibility. So I do not take any type of the tension of the other people because I have decided to walk on the road freely without burden. Strong and contented travel the open road, the earth that is sufficient. That work is very wide, limitless. Earth is available. Why we are taking seriousness of the room criticism or the criticism made by the people means you are mean minded. Whenever you are taking any point seriously of your neighbors or your family members, you are mean minded. So you should not behave like a mean-minded, but you should behave like a wide-minded person. Then you are definitely crossing the road. So I have forgotten everything like the earth. Earth has not a limit. That thing is limitless. Like this, my mind is very free. My mind is very free that it cannot take any type of the mean-minded point, but it takes wide, broad points. Those are very useful for my mind. I do not want the constellation any nearer, and I do not mix in any people, any group of the people. Those people are very near for me, but they are listening particular idea and making fun of them, they are criticizing on me, those people are not taken into account by me, because I am I am free. I am free-minded person. I am the master of my own fate. Why we are taking the support of other people and changing our mind? So I do not change my mind. I have to cross the road that I have fixed. And no, I know they are very well where they are. I know the suffice those who belongs to me belongs to them. And I have decided to neglect them. I have decided to neglect them because it is their duty to make a fun of me, criticizing me, and if I take into account to them, definitely my further road, my further success, my further planning will be failed. So I have decided to forget them, neglect them, and start my work continuously, because my mind is free mind, and the free mind is not taking any type of the seriousness related with his life. Still, I here carry my old delicious burden. I carry them, men and women. I carry them with me where I go. Means I have decided to accompany all people. I have decided to accompany all people, whether they are poor men or whether they are poor women. All people are mobilized together, collected together, and I have decided to carry them without burden. That burden is delicious burden. Means my mind is delicious, my heart is delicious, and in the same delicious heart, delicious burden is also available. So all those things are collected together. All good and bad people are collected together, and I have been working along with them without burden, and that burden is called delicious burden by the writer, by the poet. I carry them, men and women, I carry them with the whenever I go. I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. I am filled with them and feel them return. And I have decided to forget everything, whether those things are possible or impossible. But I have decided in my mind all things are possible. All things are possible. So I do not swear to them for the impossible things. Those things are not done by me. All those things are not fulfilled by me. Those things are forgotten by me. No, I do not swear to them. No, I welcome to those things. I welcome to those things because my mind is free mind, and the free mind is never nervous. It cannot take any type of the burden. So I feel with them. So I have decided to mix. So I decide to mix in the company of, in the mob of the good or bad people, because it is a song of open road, and the song of open road is not taking any type of the burden from the people. Thank you very much for the first poem.